Honorable adjudicators, ladies and gentlemen, today we ask the government proudly support the motion this House will ban personal vehicles in city centers. First, let me clearly define our stance to avoid any ambiguity. By banning personal vehicles, we refer to restricting privately owned cars and motorcycles from entering highly dense urban centers while still allowing public transportation, emergency service, and essential logistics. City centers are areas where economic, social, and mobility activities are highly concentrated, and making them the most affected by traffic-related issues. This motion is urgent because modern cities are facing severe environmental and social crises due to excessive dependence on private vehicles. Urban areas today suffer from chronic congestion, poor air quality, and rising noise pollution, and all largely driven by motorized traffic. And studies on car-free cities show that reducing private vehicles significantly lowers air pollution, noise level, and even urban temperature. This clearly proves that the current car-dominated system is unsustainable and harmful. So, our first argument is that banning personal vehicle will significantly improve environmental quality and public health. The logic is straightforward. Private vehicles are a major source of harmful emissions such as nitrogen dioxide and carbon dioxide, which directly damage human health. And evidence shows that car-free policies can reduce nitrogen dioxide levels by up to 40% and contribute to lower mortality and disease rates. Therefore, but Therefore, by removing personal vehicles, we directly tackle the root cause of pollution and create healthier urban environments. And then our second argument is that banning personal vehicles improve public space and urban life. When cities reduce car dependency, space previously used for roads and parking can be transformed into green areas, pedestrian zones, and social space. Research showed that around 80% of people report higher satisfaction with urban environments after such change. This demonstrates that cities become more livable, become more human-centered, and social vibrant when cars are removed.
Okay, following the argument delivered by the Prime Minister, I will now reinforce and extend the case of the government, while further demonstrating why this policy is the most effective solution to modern urban problems. I stand to support and extend the argument presented by the Prime Minister. Beyond environmental and social benefit, we argue that banning personal vehicles create a more efficient and sustainable urban system. A reliance on private cars leads to inefficient land use, where vast areas are allocated to road and parking rather than productive or social function. Evidence show that car-free development relocates space to pedestrians, cyclists, and public transport, making cities far more efficient and sustainable. Furthermore, reducing car dependency strengthens economic and social vitality. Evidence from cities worldwide show that limiting cars improve environmental health, increases community interaction, and even drive economic growth. And car-free zones often experience higher property values, increased retail activity, and improved overall quality of life. This clearly disproves the assumption that banning cars harm the economy. In effect, it revitalizes it. And then the opposition might argue that banning personal vehicles reduces accessibility and make mobility more difficult. However, this claim is fundamentally flawed. For the first, pollution itself is the main cause of poor accessibility. Cars do not solve this problem, they worsen it. And the second, studies show that only a small percentage of people experience difficulty accessing city centers after restrictions are implemented, meaning the negative impact is minimal and manageable. And the third, banning cars encourage a shift toward more efficient modes of transport such as public transit, walking, and cycling solutions that are far more sustainable in the long term. So, in conclusion, banning personal vehicle in city center is not a radical policy. It is necessary, evidence-based solution to improve environmental quality, public health, urban efficiency, and economic vitality. Okay, I think that's all from us. Thanks for your attention and see you in the next video.